Hi, my name is Eloise. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Happy 2026. If you're not new, hi guys. I know that some of you have missed me. I haven't vlogged in a hot second, but I'm back and we're starting this week with a little glow up maintenance vlog, being back in New York, just finding our routine again. Started from the bottom, now we're here. We're not really there yet, but by the end of this week we will be. This is honestly the first time I've worked out since before, maybe like Thanksgiving. So it's been like a good month and a half, 2 months. Aloe's doing this 3 workout a week reset challenge. Tomorrow I'm gonna work out from home. So I also got a new set, a new color. But that started off my day on the right foot. I also went to Solid Core on Monday. I cannot feel my abs. Parts of my glutes are also very sore. And now I'm gonna go see the woman who I think is my favorite person on earth, Nikki Artistry, and she's gonna fix my brows because when my brows look a mess, my self-esteem goes down. And when self-esteem goes down, I'm not a happy person. And when I'm not a happy person, God save us all. I was just telling the vlog that you are by far my favorite woman on earth now because when I don't have good eyebrows, everything else goes to shit.
I feel like everybody should put eyebrows.
And I always say it's crazy that after a good brow,
I know.
they look fuller and better.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't given you guys a proper updated skincare routine in a hot second, and given that it's now officially winter, I don't consider winter November, fall, December, winter, child's play, January, February. That is the peak. So now that I feel okay to be on camera because my eyebrows are done, I'm gonna give you an updated skincare routine. So I just did my Therabody red light mask. The benefits of red light: boosting collagen, improving skin texture, I know reducing acne and inflammation, aiding in wound healing, different things like that. So I try to do that like 2 to 3 times a week, really depending. And whenever I put it on, I just like do random things around the house so that I'm not sitting there for 20 minutes. Is it 20 minutes? It's 12 or 20 minutes. I don't know. It feels like eternity. Sometimes I feel like I'm like trapped in there and I almost have to freak out and get out of it. But if it's improving my skin, then so be it. Once that's done, I've talked about these before, but these are Dr. Dennis Gross peel pads. I buy these with my own money because they truly make my skin so much better, my pores smaller. It is a chemical exfoliant. If you know anything about skincare and you really want to start taking care of your skin, chemical exfoliants are a great way to go. I feel like they do a lot more and go a lot further than physical ones, but it's a 2-step system. I always do my neck. Someone on TikTok was like, you can also use it for your hands because they say that your hands are the first place to age, and we forget about that. So this is kind of helping. If you have sensitive skin, Dr. Dennis Gross, it comes in a gentle, medium, which is the one that I'm using, and then an extra strength maybe. You will feel a little bit of a tingle and a zing. I don't use these every day. I basically do my skincare like a skincare split. I'm gonna put a little screenshot of like what exactly I do, but basically Sunday is my reset day. I don't do anything but put on a mask on Sunday. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I use the peel pads. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I do a tretinoin. And tretinoin is a vitamin A derivative. It's the best thing that you can do for your skin. I honest to God believe it. It's basically a vitamin A concentrate, and it like speeds your skin turnover rate. So you have baby soft skin. When I used to use it every day, my skin has never looked better. But I feel like, especially in the winter, when I'm using other things and want to prioritize hydration, I just do it every other day. Once this is dry, you have the second pad. The first one is exfoliate and smooth. The second one is anti-aging neutralizer. I haven't gotten Botox in a good minute. And when it comes to Botox, I do baby Botox. Honestly, my most recent experiences have all been brow lifts. I started going to a new person who I went today, Nikki Artistry, and however she does my eyebrows and waxing them instead of plucking, combined with the eyebrow lamination, I didn't do it today. She's honestly made my eyebrows look very much like twins. I don't know, maybe once spring comes, I'll revisit getting baby Botox again. And baby Botox is literally like a little bit right here, a little bit right here, just so you can't like scrunch. But when you use tretinoin, and hopefully with everything else that I'm doing with my skin, I won't really need it, because tretinoin, I feel like it's baby Botox in a jar. When I went to Korea last year, my skin was of a 26-year-old and I was 25. I'm trying to plan another trip to Asia soon, and I want to go back to a skincare clinic, and I want them to test my skin again, because it better say that my skin is of a 23-year-old. The way that I prioritize my skincare, yeah. So do this, same thing again, neck and arms. And then we let that dry, and then we get into my 6-step skincare routine. So these are all the products that I use in the morning, every day. And 3 of them are Solwasu based products. Korean skincare. I've talked about it more than once that Korean skincare is just, it's where it's at. They know what they're doing. If you go to Korea, or if you've been to Korea, then you know everyone's skin is porcelain. The men, the women, the grandma, the kids, your neighbor, your mom, everyone's skin looks insane. And in part, it's because they do these like insane 10-step skincare routines, but also they obviously have access to all these different treatments. I have been doing these 2 products. These are not new. I have used this one. This is new packaging, but this used to be the old packaging. I think using an essence, if you have dry skin and or it's wintertime, is crucial. It basically is like a primer for your skin. So I apply this one first. It feels just like a water. Any excess, put it on my neck, let that dry. Also another thing, make sure you're hydrating. If you know me, I'm really bad at drinking water. In 2026, my goal is to be more disciplined with everything in my life, including drinking water. Okay, second step is the emulsion, which is basically just like a cream. It looks like that. If I were to only get one of the 2 products, because Solwasu is expensive, I would buy the emulsion over, or the cream over the water. I definitely think that this one alone has made more of an impact on my skin. Again, especially with the winter time. One of my resolutions, I feel like I've always been good at this, but I really want to try to be better at it this year, is utilizing all of my products that I have and not opening something new just to open it. This one has been a staple. I have used it all throughout the year last year. I will continue doing that, and that's not going to change. But I got rid of some of my other essences that I didn't really feel like were making a difference. Got rid of some serums, and by getting rid of, I just gave them to my mom. I said, here you go. Because I think it's really important to notice a difference in your skin. You have to consistently do the same routine and or use the same products. So this routine, obviously it's been like 3 weeks in the making, but several of these products I've been using consistently for at least a year, which sounds crazy. So next is the First Care Activator Serum by Solwasu. Same thing, do like 2-ish pumps, put it on. I think during the winter, this is something new that I haven't done before, but applying 2 serums. So I start with the first care activator, let it absorb. And then the second serum, I talked about it before it even launched because I got a little sneak peek product, but it's also a Korean beauty product. Okay, so this one is a tester from the Glow Recipe. It now has a different packaging. Like I said, I want to start using all of my products instead of just opening a new one just to open it up. So I'm still using, but I use this one to activate my Medicube Booster Pro because you are not supposed to use it on dry skin. And so with the double serum, I feel like this is helping it penetrate, but I just go ahead and I use it on the MC setting. There are 4 settings on here. This one is just the sculpting setting. I feel like in the morning, I want my face to be sculpted and snatched. So I'll do this until the timer runs out. I think it's 5 minutes in total. And again, while I'm doing this, I'll run around the house and do random things. Skin lifted, nice, tight. Next, Road Barrier Butter. I like this one more than I like the cream. I've talked about this so many times, but I just feel it's like a thicker morning moisturizer. I go in with something even thicker in the evening, but my makeup goes on really well with this. It leaves my skin feeling very hydrated and moist, if you will. I feel like I'm a big textures person when it comes to the products that I use, and I just have always gravitated more towards thicker products ever since I finished Accutane, and my skin has become naturally more dry. And the last step, you cannot forget your sunscreen. Even though it's winter outside, I feel like we forget that the sun is still shining bright and is still coming down. And if you live somewhere where there's snow, when I was snowboarding in Jackson Hole, he was like, just want to make sure that everybody put on their sunscreen. And I was with a younger, like he was like 18 or like 17, and he was like, why would I put on sunscreen? And he was like, it reflects off the white, so it's actually really important that you wear sunscreen. And that is my full morning skincare routine. I feel like I downloaded this app called Activations that's basically like, there's like manifestation podcasts and different things, but I'll listen to them while I'm getting ready, like affirmations, things for you to visualize, and like writing prompts, so many different meditations. And I love to use my skincare as just me time to sit and really reflect, get ready for the day, whatever it is. Part of my New Year's resolution, and I'll talk about this later and throughout this vlog, of just little things that I'm doing to sort of set myself up for success this year. Last year, I'm a workaholic, I've talked about it before, and I would wake up at like 5:30, and the first thing I would do would check my email and go straight into work things. And then Brittney was like, you should just kind of relax, that there's no point in you editing things at, again, 6 in the morning, like no one's up. So I've really taken it personally, and I want to really build out a good morning routine. Tomorrow, I'll show you guys my morning lineup when it comes to like my morning drink lineup, because I'm also trying to be more hydrated. We're really just doing all the things that we need to do and the necessary steps right now to build that proper foundation to continue when like things get busier and more hectic. But I think skincare is a great time to really just prioritize you time. I also like love to just like sit here, listen to my music, daydream, vibe out by myself, whatever the case may be. And it's actually 4 p.m. right now because my workout was a little bit later, but it's already getting dark. And I feel like I'm gonna sit on the couch and start reading my book. I'm gonna talk more about my book club later, but I just started a new book and I'm only 10 pages in, and I kind of just wanna sit and read. 2026 is gonna be the best year yet. Love Actually, I watched it so many times, but you know when he's like, I have a sneaky suspicion that if you really look, love really is all around. And I'm like, I have a sneaky suspicion that 2026 is going to be the best year yet. Guys, I am so funny.
Good morning vlog. There's quite a bit of wind, so I'll try to speak up. We are on the Upper East Side. We're on the way to the Met. You saw that we had the cutest coffee ever at La Bombonera. It's so cute, very Italian. And now we're going to the Met because Eloise has this beautiful SRG, Sophia Richie's brand, suede skirt. And I had this vision of like a 90s chic moment of going to the Met and maybe even getting
No one being in office yet, and that we can just frolic around.
Yeah, so we're all about the organic content today, but also a moment with like a hot dog cart, very New York vibes.
Essential New York City.
Yes, because we live in the greatest city in the world. In the world, but period. We just arrived, so see you in there.
Sometimes a girl just needs to grab, with Lizzie, 2 grilled hot dogs with ketchup, keeping it simple. See, I've already had my bite of mine. It just hits the spot. It just hits the spot. It's honestly so crazy that it's already so dark out, but it's only 5:30. So I'm dressed and I'm getting ready to go meet one of my really good friends. If you watch the Solwasu vlog, or the vlog where I went to South Korea, I met Emma, who works at Solwasu, who has now become one of my really good friends. So we're going to go grab a bite to eat. I'm going to Hillstone for the first time. Obviously I have to vlog and bring you guys with me, but little OOTD, it's just giving like very, it's not like nerdy, but it's just like hairs up, glasses, little scarf. We're bundled up. I'm wearing my frame, what are these, boot cut jeans? I don't know if I was just late to the game or maybe it's just when you mature, but boot cut jeans are by far the most flattering. I have to drop something off at the post office, so I'm gonna do that on my way out. But I also brought my book in case I get to the restaurant before her. We're gonna sit at the bar. It's just like 2 city girls doing their thing. Yeah, 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 yeah. So a little update, we tried to go to Hillstone. We did. It did not work out, so we're at Massaro instead. So they weren't taking anyone for 45 minutes, and then it also turned into another 30 minutes after the 45 minutes. And now our names are down for a 2.5-hour wait list. So instead, we just decided to come here. I'm so tired. Emma and I were at dinner yesterday until like 10:30, so I didn't get home till like 10:50 and then in bed. I've been going to bed at like 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna go get my nails done this morning and then we're gonna go to Pilates. And when I show you this set, I think I'm wearing Aloe's most flattering set yet. And I've tried on a ton of different Aloe sets. This one is doing something magical to my body. But you already know how we're starting off the morning. Coconut cult. We were at dinner for, I shit you not, 5 hours. It's so good to catch up with your friends. I forgot to show you guys. She got me flowers. Celebrating Forbes, but obviously I wasn't here. No, I was here, but she wasn't here and we hadn't seen each other. But she's the cutest bean. So on the agenda for this morning, continuing our maintenance vlog, we're gonna get my nails done. A little bit of Mary Roots. The flavor at first is a little cough syrupy, and then you get used to it. I'm gonna bring a coconut water with me. We have approximately 20-ish minutes till we leave. So So let me show you this set in the mirror. So this is the new quarter zip, nice and tight, but this set, it's the same material as the Airlift, but this part is a little bit tighter on your waist. I think it's doing God's work, I don't know. It's super soft. And then this bra, it has a different cross in the back, so I feel like it pushes some girls together, you know?
Happy Friday! It is 12:05. I was gonna hop on the subway and then I saw that there's a Japanese grocery store right next to Alo that I've been to before, and something about sushi nigiri just sounds immaculate right now. So we're gonna stop and grab some, bring some down, and then get on with our day. But I'm feeling so much better after getting deeply stretched. I didn't know how badly I needed that until then. Good to know that they have good sushi grade salmon here, so that maybe I can make my own at home. A little yellowtail, a machi crudo situation. Okay, now let's go home and get on with the rest of our day. Sushi in hand. Hi vlog, happy Friday. I just wanted to give you an update. She came home, we had a little sushi, and now we're filming a ad for La Mer. They came out with these amazing, luxurious, almost buttery lippies, and there's 4 shades. We're filming it now.
Hi guys.
She's behind the camera. But I wanted to show you, this is one of the shades. But they're so pretty, and we wanted to show you a little bit of BTS, so we're gonna do that.
Hi guys. We're going to a boxing class this morning. And apparently it's supposed to snow today. So we're gonna stay in after our boxing class. I wasn't scared at all. And then I got here, now I'm intimidated and I'm nervous. Even though it's literally like a class of beginners and whatever, but scared. But this is the year where we try new things. Gotta start somewhere. Not gonna lie, what inspired me to book this class is I was watching Creed on my way to Jackson Hole, and I was like, and I'm here. I just finished the class and I realized something. I need to work on not being embarrassed. Obviously it was a group class, and I think just being in a class with like men, one, I was like, why are you guys grunting? But two, I was like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing. But I think that's like the beauty in it, is that it's okay not to know what you're doing. But then I think that in part I held back because I was nervous. Arms
are definitely feeling it. And I think that boxing is such a cool sport that I definitely want to do it again. I think it would have been better had I known just like the basics of movements and hand placements and different things like that, so I could have gotten a better use of my time, I guess. But I'm gonna convince one of my friends to do a boxing class with me, so it's like a semi-private, and then work on it. But I do think it's like a good thing to know, especially out in the crazy streets of New York, knowing how to potentially somewhat protect yourself. But I liked it. Nervous, but I liked it. And now I'm going to go grab a matcha and go see Amaya. You guys know I haven't seen Amaya in God knows how long, so we're gonna be social and go see her. Oh, do I want a Joe in the Juice or a Mach? I want a Joe in the Juice. I'm gonna stop, grab myself a Joe in the Juice, and then grab her. We're doing something crazy. I'm eating Chipotle. Haven't gone to Chipotle in a hot minute, but I had my boxing class at 9. You guys saw I brought Amaya a matcha, and we've been yapping ever since. It's now 5 p.m. Happy Sunday, fam bam. Now, I can't tell if I look just like cool or if I'm giving Travis Barker to the absolute max. It is Sunday, the last day we're vlogging, but we're ending it off on like what I would consider the pinnacle. Wait, actually, I lied. I was gonna say the pinnacle of self-care, but that's only one of the things that we're doing. I'm gonna go get a massage at my favorite place, Spencer's, but I have some bad news that I wanna break to you guys. I don't know how to say this, but my favorite masseuse that had me levitating off the table no longer works at Spencer's. I've had a couple days to sit and reflect and just think about all the beautiful moments that we shared, but now I have to find somebody new. So I'm going to someone who I had God knows how long ago, getting a 90-minute deep tissue. We're gonna see if he's better, if he also has me levitating off the table. But my shoulders are just really tight, especially after my boxing class. But yeah, for all of you guys who wanted to go to Spencer's and also feel the pure joy and just electricness of Miguel's touch, he doesn't work there anymore. I don't know where he is, but I wish him all the best, and I know that we will be missing him dearly over at Spencer's. But I'm gonna walk there. I'm listening to Kid Leroy's new album. I think it's really good. I mean, obviously it's an ode to how he fucked things up with Tate McRae, but I don't know, Sunday vibes. Sunday vibes. And then after that, I have a electrolysis appointment. I filmed this one part forever ago where I took you guys to my consultation for electrolysis and then just simply never posted it in a vlog, but I'll talk more about that later. Let's just go get our steps in and get a massage. When I meant to say that it was like the pinnacle of just self-care, I meant that it was the pinnacle finish of this week of just self-care. I look at my nails every day. I'm obsessed with the color, with everything. They're a little pointy on the edges, but you normally just give that a couple days and then they get rounder. How long will it take me to walk here? I'm like, all the subways are running so delayed. Oh, cute, quick little 40-minute walk. That's gonna make me late. So I gotta go now. I gotta run. I can just hop in a cab. The thing about the weekends is the subways are just they run so slowly. And so I got out of my massage 6-7 minutes later, and of course the next subway was coming in like 30 minutes. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just my hair. But it's really sad that I have to find a new masseuse, because this one, his name was Rashid. I still feel like my shoulders are tight and I don't feel like I'm fully loosey-goosey like I should be. So I'm gonna do some market research, do some reading reviews, go on TikTok, see who people suggest. Yeah, slightly disappointing, but I still feel good, just not as good as I did with Miguel. We're on the way to my electrolysis appointment.
I've had a couple sessions before and I really like it. And basically electrolysis is the only permanent hair removal because they go in, zap the hair follicle, then take tweezers and pull it out. So having curly hair, I feel like sometimes I just have like little coarse hairs on my face in different places and I like to be hairless. So we're doing my face. Also sometimes I have like a random hair on my chin or just something that's like random because unfortunately I'm just a hairy girl. Laser has removed most of that, but I like baby soft face too. And also when it comes to laser, I've heard that when you do it on your face, there's a chance that some people in response to laser grow more hair, and I didn't want that to be me. Actually, that could not be me. So we're doing electrolysis and I want to do my upper lip at some point, but that's later. But I basically go in every 2 weeks and she just takes as many hairs out as she can. And also what I really like about this place is called Bare Skin Electrolysis. The founder is black, a melanated queen, if you will. And I feel like they're just very delicate with my skin, which is so important because you can scar so easily. It is a little bit pricier, but I think if you're someone who also has PCOS, it's really good for that because again, it's getting all of those like individual coarser hairs removed. But so far I like it. I've had 2 sessions and we're just gonna keep going until I'm hairless. Hopping in the cab was the right decision because I'm almost there and then I won't be late for my appointment. Just had a cutesy little long catch up with my mother, who if you watched last week's vlog, the Thailand vlog, there's so many clips of her and you really get to know where I get my shining and dazzling personality from. Now, on my way to pick up some boba or a fun little bevy, and then I'm heading home. Now you guys know I would stay and chat with you all day if I could, but a girl has to hop on the subway, get on with her Sunday. So all I have to say before I leave you is TTFN. Toss off for now.